If anybody from the DOD, DOJ, Department of Justice, Office of Inspector General, someone out there is misusing government patents, remote neural mind control, broadcasting, frequency devices, high EMF, I've been a victim for a while now. Started going to church last July. Never missed a day. And then boom, out of all of a sudden, last 4 months, I've missed every Saturday due to being knocked out. I'm willing to take a polygraph test for it. I have an affidavit of truth in 2 different lawyer folders. All the time that I've been knocked out has equaled up to weeks. That's a lot of time shaved off of a human being's life. That's a lot of time being tortured by frequencies, high EMF readings, and being knocked unconscious against your will. Torture is a 20-year felony crime. Aiding and abetting in that torture is a 20-year crime. 18 U.S. 241, conspiracy against another, is a 10-year crime. 18 U.S. 242 is a 10-year crime. Depriving someone of their rights under the color of law. I'm tired of being knocked unconscious, and my whole day is wasted, shot, just gone. I've had doctors ask me if I have brain trauma. Short-term memory is shot. I get pains in my frontal lobe from the remote neural monitoring. But I also get pains in the top, back, or side of my head from direct energy. I have a frequency device that picks up frequency. I've used it many times to see which way the frequency is coming from. EMF, I can tell when it's always being aimed or blanketed in my area because it instantly gives me a headache, sick, nauseous, and dizzy. The same with my youngest. I'm a widowed father of 3. I'm just tired of being tortured. Since it's outlawed in the U.S., the Geneva Conventions and the UN are all against torture. Why is it still happening in America? I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not bipolar. I've just been studying law for the last couple of months. It's wrong to shave time off of someone's life. It's wrong to knock them unconscious for hours at a time. I've had people break and enter this place and my last. Stuff goes missing. My daughter's blankets are missing right now off this porch. One was my late wife's, who died 5 months to the day after I had a stroke and seizure on the same day. Mine was on May 20th, 1:30 in the morning. She passed away October 20th, 1:40 in the morning. I have PTSD, anxiety, and long-lasting bereavement. Followed, stalked, harassed. Feels like I'm living in Nazi Germany, China, Cuba. When the people that worked at the embassy had to get, when they dealt with these attacks, they were flown directly back to the States for treatment. Well, what kind of treatment do I get? Seeing as how I woke up one morning with my left arm numb and my fingers tingling, and that's a sign of a heart attack, just to go to the hospital and hear him say, "Oh, it's your anxiety." I'm on anxiety medicine. It doesn't make your left arm go numb and your fingers tingle. This technology is in the hands of people that aren't qualified, that are abusing it. And abusing many, many, many Americans. Read Reddit. Go on to Reddit and read it. Google it. There's even a Facebook channel page for remote neural monitoring. This torture of civilians. There was a woman who won a court case in California because she was able to show. I also get noise harassment. There was a lady in California who was able to show she didn't want monetary value, she just wanted other human beings to not be affected. This is a humanitarian crisis. Whoever's running these programs, the power needs to be stripped from them. I mean, how many people fall asleep sitting up, Indian style? I've been knocked out, fallen down a flight of steps multiple times. I'm tired of having my time taken away from me. The Fourth Amendment is houses, papers, and effects, etc. This is etc. This is my property. Not for somebody else to knock me out and try to read my mind. Color harassment. stalking, lurking. There needs to be a class action lawsuit started in every state across the country. I've used frequency devices, EMF devices. I even used a body camera to catch myself being knocked unconscious due to remote neural broadcasting. Then I sped it up. Your heart rate's supposed to slow down when you go to sleep. I sped it up twice and it looked like I was breathing so hard that I was running a marathon while I was asleep. There are a few people with too much power in their hands, and they're hurting people. A lot of people. With patents that started in '59. Remote neural monitoring and broadcasting was 72, started in 73, ended in 90. And someone else picked it up and started using it for nefarious reasons. So, like I said, I'm willing to take that polygraph test. I'm willing to talk to whoever. I've called Trey Gowdy's office, the Justice Department, a couple other departments. I need to speak with somebody either on a private line, whatever. There needs to be some oversight, or somebody needs to check in on this, or something. I'm tired of being stalked like a deer. Stuff goes missing. My wife's quilt that was out here in a bag, missing. Homemade quilt. My daughter's brand new blanket, missing. I'm tired of the headaches, the burning sensation in my back next to my left shoulder blade, the top of my skull, my frontal lobe. I thought under the 14th Amendment you had to investigate all these claims. Well, if that's the truth, I'm willing to take a polygraph test and you can ask me these questions. Have a nice night.